Anthony Reeves, and I want to share with you how I survived the crisis that I went through, which was a health and a financial crisis. And I hope these things help you too. Protecting my profession. Now, I was in a different position because unlike if you're working for an employer, you now have to ask yourself, you have to make a couple of strategic decisions. I got to make sure the money keeps coming in. So you have to ask yourself unemployment, if that's an opportunity. You have to ask yourself if there's any other options for you to work from home. Then you have to also ask yourself and start being critical and saying, okay, do I have skills that I could possibly use virtually in another employer until my main employer comes in? And more importantly, ask your employer, is that going to be a problem? And more importantly, is that going to impact your unemployment benefits? And see, that's where all these questions pop in. But you've got to protect your profession, because despite the fact they keep talking about reopening the government, the reality is that they still don't have all the protections, the answers and questions to how to maximize your protection, and they still don't have a vaccine or treatment. And so that's how I had to kind of figure out how to protect my profession. I started to do other areas of law in order to bring in other revenues until this kicked in. I did a lot of collections work. So one of my good friends who I was doing collections work for her firm, I called the office manager, who happened to be her husband, and who I was really cool, who I'm still really cool with. I was like, yo, Sean, hook a brother up, what's up? And I was like, and I was lucky because both of them knew of my situation. So they were like, let us see if we can go through our collections thing and see if we can find something. And they don't realize, they knew how much they were really helping me to make it through that trial and tribulation time period. So you got to start asking yourself, what do I need to do to make sure I protect my money?